What's going on, collectors? Welcome into Ross Loves Cards. Today I want to talk about a recent pickup I had. I guess it was maybe last Saturday or Friday. I think it's Saturday. I was kind of looking around on eBay, and every now and then I get on eBay and I just search through things that I'm needing. I was going through my Bowman list of cards that I would be needing to pick up. So I typed in something like, 1949 Bowman Dodgers. And I'll put PSA, then I'll go back and I'll put SGC, and check both of them. And this past Saturday, I found a Billy Cox right here, 49 Billy Cox. And, I think it's a good looking card. It's 3, I think, but nicely centered, color is good on it. Really like this card. It was at a fairly reasonable price. I thought about what comps was, and so they had to make an offer on there, and so I hit take $5, see if they'd take $5 less. So anyways, I continued looking, waiting to hear back from the author, I can't think, from the seller. And I came across another 49 Bowman, a Gene Hermansky. Now, once again, this card was well centered. I think it's a 2. I have a hard time seeing in the camera, but it's well centered, color's good. I think that's a pretty good range for me to be in, the quality and the price. So I was pleased to find this. It was also put in at what I would consider a good price. And so I wanted to make an offer on that. And so I told my wife, she's the one who does my buying because she handles eBay and or PayPal or whatever all that stuff is. I just tell her what I'm interested in. And so I told her to put an offer in on that. And I noticed those are the same buyer of them 2 cards. So I told her, I said, hey, check with them and see if they'll accept that offer. And we'll have that, so we can work off that price. Save on shipping for us. And anyways, he said they'd take that. Eventually, they'd take both of them. So I was pretty excited. But while we was waiting to hear back, I thought, well, I'll just look at this guy's other inventory. And he had some stuff I was kind of interested in, but it was cards like, I really like that card, but for the quality, this card, I really want this card in a higher quality. We had a Warren Spahn. I really liked that Warren Spahn card, but this one was off-centered, so I thought, I'm just going to wait and pass on that. But he messaged my wife back, and he says, if you have any other players that you're looking for, send me a message. He says, I'm breaking up a set. So she said that. I went through my list, and I picked out 5 Dodgers and sent it to him. Now, I picked out 5. I think I had 3 to begin with, 3 49s. And I just bought 2 more from him. But I went through my list, and I looked at all the Dodgers that was, less than $100. I didn't ask him if he had a Pee Wee Reese, a Roy Campanella, a Gil Hodges, a Duke Snider, or a Jackie Robinson. I known that, the wife wouldn't be keen on spending that much money all at once right now, especially since I've been buying quite a few cards here lately. So I thought, I don't even want to be tempted with a good deal on a higher end card. So I gave him the 5 that was $100 or less. And he said he had each one of them except for Carl Furillo. He'd sold the Carl Furillo. But the other 4 I asked about, he did have. So he gave us a price on all of them. I offered him a price back, and he said he'd split the difference with me. So we met in the middle, and he didn't charge me shipping any. So I thought that was a pretty good deal for me. That's how one card later on turned into 2 and later on turned into 6. But I want to show you the other 6 cards that I got that came in this past week. And I haven't taken them out of his plastic yet. I just got these in yesterday or the day before, but I was going to wait and show them how I got it, and I got it. So the first card that I got from him was Bruce Edwards. Now this Bruce Edwards, I think it's in a 1.5. Yeah, that's Bruce Edwards in a 1.5. I think this is an awesome looking card. I know it's not centered, but you can still see a border on all 4 sides. So that's worth something, having that border there. But I just like to see cards with guys in a chest protector. You know, him having his hat backwards there. I think that's just a cool card. But I got Bruce Edwards. The next one. The man responsible for the shot heard round the world. Okay, well maybe that's Bobby Thompson, but I think you all know what I'm saying here. Ralph Branca. I think this may be... Nope, I've got a 53 Bowman. I was going to say this is my first Ralph Branca that I've had, but no, I've got a 53. But anyways, this Ralph Branca. This one's off at the bottom centering. And, you know, these orange backgrounds, the color's kind of hard to get a real good color on it, but I thought this was a good-looking card. It fit pretty nice for what I was wanting in this. Okay. This card is a card that it seemed kind of tough for me to find at a reasonable price, but not in this situation. This is Mike McCormick. And I'm probably wrong, but it just seemed to me that it was hard to find one of these at a reasonable price. You know, you can probably get them, but they may be like 3 to 4 times the markup what you think they should be or what they have been selling for. But not the case here. Yeah, well here, I guess I can show you the backs of these. Some of the fronts are different, some of the backs are different. I haven't checked all of these, but some of the backs, instead of block printing, like text printing, they have the signature type printing for their name, like a signature on the back. And of course, you know, some of the fronts, they don't have these name blocks. I really like the name blocks, but yeah, I just love the centering on this card. And last, and probably not least, I can't remember. I guess I should have wrote down what I priced all these for, or what I bought all these for. This is Tommy Brown. You can see here, that's a 3, a well-centered card, and I really like it. But last Saturday morning, I woke up and was on the internet, found me a $35 card that I wound up making an offer for $30 and getting, and next thing you know, I've spent $225. Now, I am pleased with my $225 I've spent. Like I said, that gets me 6 closer to my Bowman Dodger Bowman run that I'm doing. I think it's 120 cards is what I've counted on that. There's 120 cards, and I tell you what, I'm not close to getting it done, but I am 6 closer than I was before. So I guess that's 5%. So last Saturday, I made a 5% gain on my collection. But I just wanted to share with you my most recent pickup. I hope you all are out there making pickups of your own. Like I finish all my Sunday school lessons or sometimes my Sunday night sermons. If you've got any comments, complaints, or questions, let me know. I always say, does anybody have any comments, complaints, or questions? So I'll say that to you all too. Leave them in the comment section down below. But thank you all for watching. We'll see you.